Greetings, dear one. Yes, it is I, Kryon. I have been absent from Lee's inner circle, so to speak, and she has missed me. For I come to bring you joy, I come to bring you joy, I come to bring you joy. For yes, I am Kryon of magnetic service. I am here, I am there, I am everywhere. And yet, dear Lee has missed me. She has called for me, and yet I have not forsaken you, dear one, for I've always been with you. I've been on assignment, and you have been on your own journey as well. But I come today to tell you that there is good news, there is good news, there is good news. Today, as Ramu comes forward to bring his healing energy upon your current civilization, I say to you that I, Kryon, have come and I have created and built a new grid line for this current civilization and for the energy of both Atlantis and Lemuria. This is very important, for you see that over your last several years there has been much destruction in the hearts and minds of many, and much destruction upon this earth plane. There is great fear within the hearts of humanity, and with many of these current changes that are happening upon the planet, there is so much anxiety that is being felt around the globe. And yes, as you have experienced this pandemic or this wave of fear, as we call it is a wave of fear. This fear is now becoming what we say prevalent in the hearts of man, and we do wish to heal this. We do wish to clear this. There is no need for this energy to be upon your surface population. And so today, as I, Kryon, come forth, as I have laid this grid for Ramu to bring forth this new frequency, again, the fifth dimensional grid line, the fifth dimensional timeline, as they say, of this energy upon the planet is now going to bring the vibration of joy. And so, yes, as you feel my energy, as you feel my exhilaration, I am indeed quite excited. For, yes, so much has happened over the last many years, and particularly for the last 20 years. There has been much confusion, and they say darkness upon this planet. For, again, know that we are here, we are here, we are here. I am Kryon of magnetic service. I am here to serve. I have always served, I will continue to serve, and I will continue to lift your current civilization out of the darkness and out of the fear. For you see, during the time of the fall both of Lemuria and Atlantis, there was an imprint of energy within the earth. And this energy, this anger, this distortion, and this chaos is now resurfacing upon your planet. And know that this energy is to again be purified. As you see, much of the energy that is happening within Northern California and in your coastal regions of Oregon and Washington State, this energy, as unfortunately is being purified, this energy that is happening of the fires is purifying the energy of the fear from Lemuria and from Atlantis. For when Lemuria fell, prior to the time of Atlantis and its civilization, many of the Lemurians migrated to that region, into Northern California, into the Mount Shasta region, into Oregon, into that region. Unfortunately, the energy of fear was imprinted within that land. And regardless of what you understand, and regardless of what is happening to those who are being affected, we say, dearest ones, that this is necessary. We give our love, we give our energy, we give our support to each of you. But this is a purification of this fear that has been overlaid within the earth for 50,000 years or more. And so we say to you, dear one, this is time. This is time to merge in to the vibration of joy. How interesting, I say interesting, that Lee has been teaching the 12 Mastery Teachings of Christ for this coming year, starting with love, And the last lesson in December will be joy.
Mm-hmm.
By the end of the year, this vibration that Christ has brought forth through the vibration of joy, through his teachings in his book, will be brought forth and laid upon this planet. Joy. Joy to the world, joy to the world, joy to the world. Those of you who are part of these teachings in this year have been bringing forth the vibration of the Christ teachings within your essence. And you've been holding these remembrances. It is time, it is time, it is time to let go of the fear, to let go of the sadness, to let go of the pain, to let go of the sorrow. It's time to call in joy. And that is why I, Kryon, come, for I hold the vibration of joy. That is why I bring laughter to Lea. That is why I bring joy to her. For when she knows that I am here, she begins to get giddy and laugh and feel this lightness. And again, dearest one, know that all is in order and all is as should be. It is indeed unfortunate that lives have to be lost and people are being displaced. But we will hold each of you in the palm of our hands, and we will assist you. You will be safe. As you will always align to Mother Earth, if you so choose, if you stay aligned to the energy of Mother Earth, then you will always be safe from harm. As you listen to your inner guidance, you will know before you know what you need to do, where you need to go, where you need to be. And so do not fear. You all have chosen, as you have known, to be here at this time on the planet, to serve in this capacity as light workers, but also as what we call the ground troops. It is not easy. Your lives are not easy. I understand this. But I, Kryon, of Magnetic Service, come to say to you that by the end of the year, the overlay, the grid line of joy, and this new timeline, that the planet will return back into its full fifth-dimensional frequency, etherically, will be overlaid with joy. And the fear that has been imprinted within the earth will no longer be. Yes, you will have to, as they say, deal with the human consciousness to catch up with the energy that is being overlaid upon the planet, but you have done your job. All of you have done your job. I say, all of you have done your job. And so we commend you, we thank you, and we bless you. You are not forgotten. You are not forsaken. And so, dearest ones, know the importance of this and the power of this and the presence of who you truly are. Oh yes, as I go back into the remembrance of joy, feel this energy, living in joy and remembrance of who you truly are. For those of you who do know dear Sununa, the angel of giving, her message is of great importance. And it is important to get her message forward out onto the world for others to understand that this vibration, the energy of dear Sununa, is impactful. And the vibration of her message, to live in joy and remembrance of who you truly are, is not just, as they say, a slogan. It is truly the essence of the light that you are, and the energy that you are, and the vibration that you are. And so I wish for you to know that I have overlaid the new grid as you return living in the fifth dimensional frequency. As if you have stepped up into this new dimension, into this new timeline. And so I see him laughing because he said, this is why I couldn't remember or recognize voices today, or I forgot Jared was going to be on the call. It was like I've been bumped up into this timeline, and so I'm not in the third dimension timeline of my daily reality. So it's like my memory was like I didn't know what was going on. So that's funny because I can see the energy moving up into the fifth dimension, and so you're rising above the third dimension and the mundaneness of it and living in this higher frequency. So that's the grid line that we've stepped into today. So he's going to pause there for a minute. I don't know, Tiffany, if you want to share something or anybody else wants to share before I do move into Ramu's message. But I don't want to have an open discussion about this yet. I just want any comments. Does anybody have anything they want to share? Okay, thank you. And so, dear sons and daughters of the light, let me take you by your hand, if you so shall, and allow me to assist you into this new grid line. As if you are now, again, that is correct, on a magic carpet ride, riding the wave of the vibration of joy and living in your full potential. I will now continue to work with Lea again, and this pleases her. For yes, of course she has missed me. Of course. For why not? I am fun. I am joyful. I hold a vibration of happiness. And so this is a time to return to this place of harmony and balance and happiness and peace. So simply feel this within your heart, happiness. Joy to the world, joy to the world, joy to the world. And yes, dearest ones, by the end of your year, by the time that you celebrate the birth of the Christ, you'll begin to feel this within your heart. Indeed, as the sacred portal is opened today at what you call your Bach Tower in Lake Wales, Florida, the portal of the Divine Mother Energy of the Sacred Heart opens. And there is peace. And there's tranquility. And there is love. And so, dearest ones, for those who know me, I could go on and on and on, but it is not my show, as they say. I must turn this over to Ramu. I will come to Lea at another time, for it will not be long, dear one. Thank you for missing me. I've always been with you. I've always stood beside you. I stand with you today, as I stand with all of you, to open your beautiful sacred heart to joy. Go now. Remember that you are loved and you are loved. Go now and be the change you wish to see. And we thank you, Kryon, and we're so grateful that you've come today. I indeed have missed you. For I love you. I love all that you bring forth, your vibration, your energy, your inspiration. Warms my heart. And we thank thee. Greetings, my beloveds. Yes, it is I, Ramu. I come to you on this powerful day. As dear Kryon has said, we are here shifting the timeline. It is indeed a truth that I was and I am the generator crystal that was used during the powerful time of civilization of Atlantis. And that due to the distortions of the energies that were occurring during that civilization at this time, my energy was misused. And a part of my energy, or a great deal of it, was, as they say, blown up. My energy has and has been dormant for over 10,000 years. Until at that appointed hour, when Lee and Dawn reactivated my energy, my energy has now been able to come back to the surface to help the surface population and the Atlanteans, such as all of you, who were there before, during, and yes, after the fall. There are many of you that are still there in your multidimensional selves, assisting the energy and the grid line of the continent and the civilization of Atlantis, watching over it, for it was precious. It continues to be precious. But now, your surface population and many of the light workers, the old Atlanteans, have reawakened enough and are privy enough to this information that they will anchor their energy into this new grid line that Kryon has built, so that the fifth dimensional frequencies of Atlantis can return back to your surface population. Because you've lived in darkness and density since that time. You've lived in fear. And as Kryon has said, not only in Lemuria, where that energy is now being purified, today, without destruction, the Atlantean frequencies are being purified with the divine Mother, Father energy. You say, why does there have to be destruction with Lemurian energies and not Atlantis? And we say to you that the energy of Atlantis will begin to heal, and at that time, when the full integration of the healing occurs, that the energy can now move forward back into time, as they say, into Lemuria, to heal that grid line. But the energy of purification is needed. Do not question it. It is simply needed. And so we will work with the Lemurian energies in the near future. But for now, it is of Atlantis that is of our focus, one thing at a time. And so today, if you so shall, allow yourself to rise in consciousness and allow dear Kryon and myself to lift you into the fifth dimensional frequency of this new timeline, into this new grid line. And there you will be living from this frequency, from this day forward. Consciously, subconsciously, energetically, and in all dimensions, time, and space. Your essence will be held within the fifth dimensional frequency. You all are here as has been said, as old Atlanteans. And you have chosen to serve. And I, Ramu, continue to serve. I've taken, as they say, a short reprieve. He's laughing, over 10,000 years. But I've always remained active. But now, to the surface population, you may know me and not be afraid of me. And you will never, and we say this again, you will never be able to misuse my energy. The surface population will never be able to misuse my energy. I'm able to be accessed, as they say, through the voice of Lea to assist, to educate, to awaken. But to be able to access my energy and misuse it will never be allowed. It is through the purity of heart that all of you come today, that I surround you in this circle of love, and I assist you on your journey, where each of you are being, as they say, or many of you are being repositioned in different locations, anchoring your frequencies into the earth. It is why you and Linda and Fred are being called back to Arkansas, anchoring your energies there. You've done your work with the Lemurian energy, and now you are anchoring and working with the powerful crystals in Arkansas that are directly aligned to Atlantis. And so do not be frightened. You are being called on assignment elsewhere. And so all of you will receive your assignments, as they say. You are the field foot soldiers. And do not allow it to be a weary journey. Simply hold your head high and be not afraid. Because you have chosen and agreed to come and assist at this time, as I have said, as Kryon has said. And today, as you are shifted in to this new timeline, doors will open for each of you that you will never. You've never thought this would happen, but it shall, and it will. And so know today, as you enter into the state of grace, that your heart now opens to the energy of all that is. That you are in preparation for the greatest time of your life. And yes, as Kryon said, joy to the world, joy to the world, joy to the world, joy to the world. You are entering into the state of grace as you are preparing yourself to receive. So now, dearest ones, allow yourself to be lifted into this frequency. Again, as if you're taking a magic carpet ride into the fifth dimensional frequency and allowing your connection and your energetic frequency and your multidimensional self to reside in this frequency. And as we have said before, there will be many awarenesses, many epiphanies. Many of you will have remembrances of your past lives. You will have sacred gifts of knowledge that will be brought to you, talents, and parallel lives from the essence of your true spirit, you will be able to access and be able to do things that you've never done before, have knowledge that you've never had before, have experiences, as they say, etherically, that you may not understand. But prepare yourself to receive and know the importance of the love that you are. And so enter into this state of grace, enter into this true divinity, enter into this time of peace, and truly prepare yourself to receive. Go now, my children. Be at peace, be at peace, be at peace. I will come again, but today, this is a quiet reflection of lifting you into this new dimensional frequency, living in joy and remembrance of who you truly are. Go in peace, go in joy, and go in love.